Hi everyone, this is Carol Ann with Logan's Crafty Mama. I'm going to show you how I put together this card. I'm going to give you the dimensions of the paper, and I've already cut everything out. So I'll give you the dimensions and then we'll put it together. This is just a simple Christmas card with lots of layers. I just needed 5 and I wanted to do it, so I've got them all together, all put together except one, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you're going to need is your base to your card. Mine is a pre-cut base already, and it is 7 by 5. And then I have a red layer. I guess what I'll do is I'll put it together as I give you the dimensions of the layers. And I'm just going to use my ATG gun to adhere it. My red layer is 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. And then I have a brown layer, and this layer is 6 by 4. And all of these are in inches, in case you're in another country, and I don't know if other countries do different sizes and stuff, but this is 6 by 4 inches, 6 inches by 4 inches. And then I'm just going to layer it. And then I have this green piece. It's from Stampin' Up, and it's 2 or 3 years old, if not longer. Let's see, I've lived in Virginia, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, so it may be 4 or 5 years old. It was whenever I was a Stampin' Up demonstrator I purchased this, which I'm no longer. So this is 5 3/4 by 3 3/4. And I'm just going to layer that on there. And then I have another brown layer. And this is a smaller layer. And this is 4 3/4 by 3 inches. This is a super simple card. But like I said, it just has a ton of layers. But what I did was I cut all my layers out. You know, I made the first card and made sure I liked it, and then I cut all the layers out at one time, all the colors. And my last layer, kind of ripped, but it is 4 1/2 by 2 3/4. And this is just like, there went my gun. Let me see if I have enough to finish. Nope. Phooey fiddlesticks. Let's see. Would be my last one, huh? I'm just going to use some glue. This is what you call use what you got. I don't want to reload my gun right this second because I'm trying to get this card made. So just going to do it like this. Now I gotta move this because I do have glue on it, so if I move it, it's going to mess up my card base. So you're going to be out of the like that, and it falls off my hand. Okay. Really make sure you push that one down if you glue. You can use glue, there's no reason you can't, but whatever. Okay, and then I have this. It's a print and cut that I got from the Silhouette store. It is a moose with a reindeer, with a Santa hat, so it looks like a reindeer, and a Christmas tree with little Christmas ornaments, and I cut him out at 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. And I'm just going to pull all the little stickies off. I use the red liner pop dots that Jody sells. I think her website is Confessions of a Ribbon-holic or Addicted to Ribbon or something like that. I can't remember. If you guys want to know, let me know and I can get her link for you. I buy all my red liner tape from her and my red liner pop dots. I do not use Stampin' Up pop dots anymore. I like the fact that these come in black and these Joker stick. If you like red liner sticky tape, then you will love these pop dots. And no, I'm not paid for this. I purchase all of my red liner stuff unless otherwise noted in the video. So I did purchase this. So what I'm going to do is take my moose and I'm going to put him right here. And then I was going to use my stamp from Tanner, which is Tanner Bell. He no longer sells stamps. It used to be Mr. Cricket Crazy. If you have this stamp set, that Merry Merry Christmas right there works perfect. I did a card similar to this, but I don't want to use that in this one. I want to use, this is Mega Mix Messages Volume 3, number 10 from Paper Tray Ink, I think. And I'm going to use the Merry Christmas one that's right here. There it is. And my ink I'm using is Ranger's Archival ink. I'm going to use it in the color Coffee. And before I stamp this, I want to tell you, I made mine to look like this. But you can flip it over and turn the mousse over and stick it up here or put it down below. I used a different one. I made one and I put a wreath on it and the mousse sticking his head out of the wreath for my sister-in-law. But I thought this one would be something a little different, and it's still incorporated with the tree. I love the little Christmas tree. I love the mousse. So, like I said, I did get him from the Silhouette store, so I cannot share him because he's a paid-for image. But if you're on the Silhouette thing and you can't find him, let me know, and I will be glad to find him for you. Give you the number of him. And then I'm just going to stamp it. And there we go. And the reason I stamped it in brown is because I did all the brown on the back. Now, I do have a thing to show you how I finished my cards off. And then I'm going to finish off my card. I always like to put my thing on the back, you know, like a personalized image. If you want to write your name, you can, but I like to stamp my stamp. So this is my Handmade by Carol Ann stamp that my mother got, my mother. I call her my mama. My mama got me. Focus! Come on. There we go. And I can't remember where she bought it. But I love it. And it's got my name spelt right. Ooh. And I put too much ink on my stamp, but that's okay. It does say Handmade by. I'll just send this one to my mom. But there we go. Oh, I got ink all over my hands. Oh my gosh. I got to check that before I mail out another card. This one will go to my mom's. And I think Tanner has another one in here I'm going to use. And it says, have yourself a merry little Christmas. And we're going to use it. I didn't stamp this in all the other ones. So, I'm going to still use that brown ink pad. And I'm going to check that over on my, I have a scrap piece of paper over to my right that you're not seeing with all my sizes and stuff. And I'm just going to use his stamp. And there we go. And I have got to get this ink off my hand. I got ink all over me, so it's getting all over my cards. Yeah. Don't do like I did. So, Mama, if you see this, this is my boo-boos. But it says, have yourself a Merry Christmas. And I hope you like it. I think it came out super duper cute, besides my little messes. But if you make a mess like that, just take another piece of paper and layer it, you know, in there and fix it. But try not to have ink all over your hand when you're doing it. So there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, and God bless. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.